The drama surrounding King Harris has spiraled into something darker than anyone could have imagined. What started as a few rebellious moments has now become a haunting echo of every warning his father T.I. ever gave him. For years, T.I. tried to steer his son away from the streets, telling him that time would eventually be his teacher. And now, that lesson has arrived, wearing a badge, holding handcuffs, and dragging King face first into the same world he once glamorized. When police pulled King over that night, it wasn't just another traffic stop. It was the moment everything caught up with him. The smell of weed lingered in the air, the gleam of a loaded 9 sat on his hip, and before he could even explain, dispatch called back with a chilling confirmation, an active warrant for a failure to appear. King's face said it all. It all began years earlier, with small cracks that everyone saw forming. Back in 2022, King's behavior started to spiral. There were fights, online rants, and that unforgettable Waffle House incident where he berated staff just to prove he was tough. Fans called it entitlement, while his father called it heartbreak. "Why does my son want to be a street dude so bad?" T.I. asked, bewildered. Street dudes ain't winning. But King wasn't listening. Every time his father tried to reach him, he pushed further away, chasing an image instead of a future. By 2023, things only got worse. King was trying to build a name, but instead of being known for his music, he was becoming famous for all the wrong reasons. During a Falcons game, he went live from a luxury suite at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, ranting about how hard his life had been, completely oblivious to the irony of sitting in one of the most expensive seats in Atlanta. T.I. couldn't take it anymore. On that same live stream, in front of millions, he grabbed his son in a headlock as years of frustration boiled over. Fans laughed, but for T.I. and Tiny, it wasn't funny. It was the public unraveling of a family trying desperately to stay intact. Then came Tiny's shocking revelation. She admitted that King had been sucking a pacifier until he was 12 years old. It might have been a small childhood habit, but online, it became ammunition. Overnight, his street image was shattered. The internet mocked him mercilessly, calling him soft, spoiled, and fake. Instead of humbling him, it hardened him. King doubled down, flashing money, posting guns, and surrounding himself with yes men who fueled his delusions. Every warning fell on deaf ears. By 2024, King was stacking L's faster than he could post them. He was mocked for pretending to struggle while living in luxury, laughed off stage for trying to perform, and roasted for feuding with comedian Funny Marco over who invented the phrase standing on business. When he appeared on 2 Chainz's podcast and couldn't spell tomorrow, even fans who wanted to defend him couldn't help but cringe. The boy who had every opportunity to shine was now becoming a cautionary tale. But then came what many thought might be his redemption. In November, King became a father. His girlfriend, Jania Big Nana Epps, gave birth to their son, and for a brief moment, it seemed like everything might change. King posted a heartfelt message welcoming his child into the world, followed by a song titled Dear Son. The lyrics spoke of love, legacy, and learning from mistakes. People hoped fatherhood would finally wake him up. Maybe this was the moment he'd grow into the man his father always believed he could be. But the past doesn't stay buried. While King was cradling his newborn, that old warrant came back to life. The body cam footage of his arrest went viral, showing him calm yet visibly drained as police cuffed him. What followed was an avalanche of gossip and chaos. Rumors spread that King had been sentenced to 5 years, that he was jumped in jail. Even that security footage had mysteriously disappeared during the attack. Whether true or not, the damage was done. His reputation had fallen so far that people believed anything. In the ruthless hierarchy of jail politics, his image, the spoiled kid who played gangster, was like blood in the water. T.I. reportedly begged for protection, calling the alleged attack a targeted hit. The same father who once said time will teach him was now watching that lesson nearly take his son's life. Tiny was breaking down outside their mansion, pleading for mercy from the press, while T.I. stayed silent, posting cryptic quotes about legacy, loyalty, and loss. "A man can lose everything but his name," he wrote, but even that name was being dragged through the mud. Then came the whispers about King's baby mama. Blogs accused Jania of manipulating the Harris family, using their child to get money and status. Some reports claimed she and King were fighting over leaked secrets about affairs, betrayals, things that could tear the family apart. Boozy Badass even jumped in, mocking both T.I. and King, claiming the young rapper's downfall was proof you can't raise a street soldier in a mansion. It was cruel, but in hip-hop circles, it hit hard. And as if fate wasn't done yet, T.I. and Tiny's $71 million lawsuit win against MGA Entertainment was slashed to just $17.9 million, a painful financial blow right when their family needed stability the most. It wasn't just about money anymore. It was about legacy, about whether their empire could survive the chaos surrounding their son. By late 2025, the King Harris saga had turned into a cultural tragedy. Every week brought new rumors that he was in protective custody, that he'd been moved to a medical unit, that masked men were seen outside his hospital room after an alleged fight left him in critical condition. Whether true or exaggerated, it didn't matter. The internet ate it up, treating his pain like entertainment. Meanwhile, T.I. was spotted outside that same hospital, crying out to God, "Take everything I own, just don't take my boy." Tiny's pleas for prayers made headlines, turning the family's private agony into a public spectacle. By year's end, King Harris had become a symbol of wasted potential and the dangerous pursuit of clout. He had fame, wealth, and legacy at his fingertips, but he wanted validation from the streets more than peace at home. And now his name stands as a reminder of how quickly privilege can crumble, pride and ego take the wheel. So now the world is left with one haunting question. Can King Harris rise from this wreckage, or has the price of chasing an image cost him everything? Every mistake, every post, every live stream has led him to this crossroads. Maybe this time, the teacher called time has taught him a lesson he can't ignore. But as always, the story isn't finished yet. What do you think? Is King Harris capable of turning it all around, or has the damage gone too far? Drop your thoughts below. And if you want to stay updated on stories like this, where fame, family, and downfall collide, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because the world is watching, and this story is far from over.